crazy right now because I got nothing to see. Got nothing to see.
Anyway, as Zach complains about his advertisements on the ESPN
Actually,
page.
I really need to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to leave you alone.
All right, go ahead.
You got to talk about, I don't know, whatever.
All right.
Why don't you talk about like the MLB and what's been going on there? Did you happen to catch Mike and Mike because they had I can't remember what his name is, but
The steroid guy.
Yeah, from the New York Yankees, he got accused of.
I did actually catch that.
Maybe you should talk about that.
Well, I kind of wasn't listening, but
Maybe you should go to that page.
how about I run down the coaches poll
Exactly.
because that's what I was going to do. Anyway, the ESPN Today the ESPN USA Today coaches poll came out yesterday, and like I said, Duke was number 1, and they're 18-1 with their only loss against Michigan. Number 2 is Connecticut. They got 1 first place vote, and UConn, they're 18-1 as well. Pittsburgh is the 3 rank. Number 4 is Wake Forest. 5 is Oklahoma. 6 is North Carolina. 7 Louisville, and Marquette, Michigan State, and Xavier, round out the top 10. So that's the ESPN Today the ESPN USA Today coaches poll there, and not much difference between the AP and the USA Today coaches poll, as top 3 are the same. Oklahoma is number 4 in the AP poll, and number 5 is North Carolina. Number 6, Wake Forest. Number 7, Louisville. And Marquette, Michigan State, and Xavier once again round out the top 10 in the AP poll. So, anyway, tonight on the NCAA top 25, there are 2 games going on. Number 12, Texas will take on Baylor at 9 o'clock on ESPN360.com. And Purdue will take on Wisconsin on ESPN at 9 o'clock. And elsewhere, and that is actually the only game in the Big Ten tonight, in the ACC, Miami of Florida will take on NC State at 7 o'clock on ESPNU, and Boston College will take on Maryland at 7:30 on ESPN2. In the Big East, we do not have a game tonight in the Big East. And on Wednesday, in the top 25, there are 9 games going on tomorrow. South Florida will take on number 7 Louisville on ESPN 360 at 7 o'clock. Memphis, number 19 Memphis, taking on East Carolina. That game is at 7 o'clock. Number 1 Duke taking on number 4 Wake Forest in a big matchup on ESPN at 7. And Pittsburgh will take on Villanova, number 3 Pittsburgh, and number 21 Villanova, ESPNU, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Number 15 Syracuse taking on Providence, and Charlotte taking on number 10 Xavier. Number 23 Georgetown taking on Cincinnati. Number 6 North Carolina against Florida State tomorrow, and number 2 UConn taking on DePaul. And that rounds out the top 25 games on Wednesday. New message from Derek says, Thursday at 7:05 p.m. MSU at Iowa. Everybody tune in to see the best team in the Big Ten. Actually, he said best time in the Big Ten, then corrected that and said best team in the Big Ten. Derek, I don't know, I guess I have to agree with you right now. Iowa is playing pretty good. Just kidding. MSU taking on Iowa on Thursday. Anyway, Michigan taking on Ohio State tomorrow at 6:30, and I believe that game is on the Big Ten Network. And Indiana at Northwestern, 8:30. I believe that is also on the Big Ten Network. That is channel 65 for GVSU students. Anyway, it is now 10:31 here on WCKS The Whale here in Allendale. And you're listening to the AZ Sports Show. I'm Andy Grambo, and Zach Carmen will be right back with us in a little bit. And I guess we can talk Super Bowl when he comes back. And in the meantime, I don't know. What do you guys want to hear? Call me up. And Derek says, or the radio. You can also listen to MSU on the radio like he will be, because he does not have the Big Ten Network at CMU. So, sorry, Derek. I guess you will be listening on the radio for the Michigan game tomorrow. I would assume you would be. I don't know, though. After all, you are a Spartan fan. And anyway, what do you guys want to hear? Email me up, azsports@live.com, or Facebook, Andy Grambo, Zach Harmon, and send us a message on the A to Z Sports Show Facebook page, and that is the official group of the A to Z Sports Show. We'll send out messages, show reminders, and stuff like that, so you don't miss a show, and you can hear it all here on WCKS The Whale. So Duke once again retains, but they get the number one seed for the first time this year. Very familiar as the number one seed. They've had the most times in the number one seed on the AP poll. So congratulations to Duke. Michigan is not ranked and did not receive any votes in either of the two rankings. Derek wants to talk a little NBA right now, so I guess we'll turn our attention to the pros. And last night's scores. Phoenix defeated Washington 103-87. Miami over Atlanta 95-79. The Knicks over Houston 104-98. New Orleans 101. Philadelphia 86. Minnesota defeated Milwaukee 90-83. The Oklahoma City defeated the New Jersey Nets 94-85. And Portland over the Clippers 113-88. So those were scores from last night in the NBA.